Hello and welcome to a new episode on Sadhana World Foundation. As you know, we care about crafting young lives. We present stories and experiences from our day to day lives and see the connection between those with the teachings in our ancient texts. We think that the teachings that we have in our ancient texts have a tremendous amount of value for all of us to adapt and to lead a happier and better life in this world. Today we will talk about something that we experience in our day-to-day lives. This is about working together. This is about aligning with one another in a team. This happens at school, in our colleges, at our homes, at our workplaces. When we are working in a team, when we are together, as a group, we are trying to solve a problem or we are trying to get something done. Various people have got various ideas. Even if the group has got a leader, and the leader sometimes has an idea which is very different from what the team members have. What does the leader do? Let's look into one of the greatest epics of our times, the Mahabharata. The Pandavas, let's take the example. They have various ideas, they have various strengths. Think of the game of dice. Yudhishthir, who was the eldest Pandava, believed in the principle of fairness, the rules, justice, and so on. He was invited to that game of dice along with his brothers. In that time, the norm was that princes have to play the game of dice. And the rules were such of that particular game that he had to keep on putting at stake everything that he had, one after the other. During the game of dice, the Pandavas realized that something is not right. All the games they are losing, which is impossible. They sensed some foul play. Yet Yudhishthir kept playing because he believes in the principle of righteousness. He wants to follow the dharma. Dharma those days was that you follow the principle of justice. You follow the rules. Even now it is so that we are expected to follow rules. Bhim and Arjun, who were of course younger than Yudhishthir, were visibly upset, were trying to advise him during the course of the game not to continue the game. But Yudhishthir won't abandon because he wants to follow the principle of dharma that he believes is to be followed to the T, to the last word. And he played the game of dice, he lost everything. Then what happens? Draupadi is humiliated in the king's court, and Bhim and Arjun and the other brothers are extremely upset, angry, frustrated. Bhim is rising to start a fight with his cousins, to let his voice of opposition be known publicly. However, Yudhishthir won't budge. Yudhishthir says, as per the rule, we have lost this game and Draupadi is not part of us. Imagine his commitment to this rule of justice, rule of fairness, his commitment to follow rules. As a team, as a group, the brothers had different opinions, but they decided to align with their eldest brother Yudhishthir. There are many such stories in the Mahabharata. During the years of exile in the forest, Bhim had very clear ideas of taking action against the unfair treatment which was meted out to them by their cousins. But Yudhishthir won't agree. Yet they together stuck together to their elder brother's decision. There are, of course, many such stories and different epics that we have in our ancient times. Everywhere, what do we see? We see that there is discord, there is difference of opinion between the members of a particular team. Yet, they decide to commit. There have been similarly many instances where the leader may have a different opinion than the team members, but the leader listens to the voice of the other team members. He decides or she decides to set aside his or her personal ambition, personal belief, and own decision. The leader tries to convince the others in the team. If the others in the team are not convinced, the leader keeps aside his belief and goes along with the team's decision. That's what happens in long-standing, successful teams. We see that in various games that we see in modern days, extremely competitive teams play. Once they stick to a decision, they all rally behind that decision. The results may not be favorable all the time. If results are not favorable, there is no finger pointing towards the others. Once aligned, we are committed to that single path that all of us have jointly agreed together. And we pursue that path. If we are victorious, we celebrate it together. If we are not, we think what went wrong and we will do it better in the coming game. Life is no different. So the next time we find ourselves in a similar situation, we must remember what the Pandavas did, what the modern day players do in a competitive sport. All of us need to align and follow what we together decide as a path. It's important to decide together as one path and stay committed to that path. It's not the leader whose idea always wins. There are many ideas in the team. It's the team spirit that the leader administers and the team members exhibit, and they all work together to create a winning team where all of them stay aligned. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear children, thank you for thinking about alignment. When there is a conflict, how do we align ourselves is a great idea that's there in our ancient texts. Let's think about them, let's adapt them in our day-to-day lives. Thank you very much, and I look forward to our future conversations.